evening and welcome to our special report. Tonight, we delve into a critical social issue in Malaysia, which is baby dumping. Our team has been examining the multifaceted challenges and ongoing efforts to address this heartbreaking phenomenon. In Malaysia, baby dumping continues to be a profound social problem, deeply rooted in the complex interplay of cultural norms, financial hardships, and gender roles. This issue is significantly influenced by societal perceptions surrounding premarital intimacy, unplanned pregnancies, and the immense social humiliation associated with what is deemed social immorality. Our analysis today will scrutinize the efficacy of Malaysia's current laws and policies, focusing on current government initiatives, existing legal framework, and social security systems. We will also touch upon the moral dimensions, the delicate balance between individual rights and societal duties, and the pervasive effects of moral shame. Our investigation is driven by two key objectives. Firstly, to rigorously analyze the phenomenon of baby dumping in Malaysia through the dual lenses of Islamic principles and the nation's existing legal framework. Secondly, and crucially, to propose actionable ethical and policy recommendations aimed at significantly mitigating the prevalence of baby dumping across Malaysia.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talking about an important issue society, baby dumping. Let's see, definition of term. Baby dumping meaning when a mother, father or guardians leaving a newborn baby in dangerous place like a rubbish bin, toilet, without caring. This usually happen with unwanted pregnancy, especially among teenage, and this is a serious social problem in Malaysia. Let's look at some important terms. Adoption. This meaning leaving a baby on purpose in risk or unplaced safe with no plan to take care of them. This often caused by social, economy and personal pressure. And secondly, mortality. This is when a baby died due to being left alone without safety or medical care. This is a major risk when baby dumping happen. Teenage pregnancy. This meaning teenage girls getting pregnant. Many of them, they are not ready to become a parents, but middling choose to leave a baby out of fear or lack of support. Social stigma. This refer to shame or rejection that unmarried pregnant women face from society. Because of this pressure, some of forces to hide their pregnancy or dumping their baby.
The cause of baby dumping in Malaysian society. Now let's talk about why this problem happened. There are three main reasons. First, teenage pregnancy and lack of education. Many younger girls get pregnant without understanding how to take care of their child. They don't have support from the family or proper sex education, so they don't see baby dumping as the only way out. Second, culture expectation in social sosma. In social sosma, having baby outside of the marriage is often looked down on. Younger women fear being judged or rejected, so they hide their pregnancy or abandon the baby to avoid on shame. Thirdly, social neglect and finance pressure. Some young mothers don't have money, a place to stay, and access to their health care. Without proper support, they feel they have no choice but have to leave the baby behind. To solve this problem, we need to better sex education, stronger support for younger mothers, and more expectation in society for unmarried women or younger parents.
Let's see. Effect of baby dumping in society. Baby dumping affect us in all many ways, which is emotionally, socially, and economically. First, we're gonna see physical effect. On mother, they often feel guilty and shame and alone. This can lead to depression and anxiety. On father, if involved, they may feel regret or helpless, which is affect their mental health also. On baby, if the child survive or get adopted, they may struggling with identity and have hard time forming relationship as they grow up. Secondly, we're gonna see social impact. Sigma people, just a single mother or those involved at baby dumping, this keep people from talking openly about sexual health and pregnancy. Community impact. Those incidents can weak trust and relationship in this community. Awareness we can give on this positive note. More people can start camping or support program for the parents to raise awareness and reduce baby dumping. Thirdly, we're gonna see economically effect. Legal cost, government spend more money and investigate the case and handle legal action. Social service, they more pressure on the child care and adoption service. Resources allocated. Taking care of adopted babies need money or shelter, food, and healthcare, which take away from other public service. In shortly, I can say baby dumping is a serious issue with a deeper social, culture, and finance root. But there is a hope we can reduce. For giving a proper sex education in school, supporting to younger and single mother, and charging the way society treat unmarried pregnancy, let's work together to build a more caring and supportive society and for everyone. Thank you.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, according to a recent report by Sina Daily, there are total 509 cases baby dumping between 2018 and February 2024. Reported claim by Women, Family, Community Development Minister Datuk Sri Nancy Sukri in Malaysia. 3 states were recorded the highest with the 111 cases in Selangor. followed by Johor with 64 cases and Sabah with 56 cases. Out of these, 50 cases led to charge under Section 317 of the Penal Code by the Attorney General Chambers, but only one suspect was found. With principle of the national principle Rukun Negara, from the rule of law, kedaulatan undang-undang, baby dumping cases can be primarily prosecuted under Section 317 of Penal Codes. Attempt to murder in Malaysia. The exposure and abandonment of a kid under 12 years of age by parent or other family members is covered in this part. Let's discuss about the reading summary from our end. First article discuss the Malaysian Penal Code Section 307 and 302 and the issue of baby abandonment. It suggests stricter law enforcement and preventive measures like comprehensive sexuality education. The article also discussed the need for more preventive measures in Sharia enforcement law, which do not contain explicit several penalties for crimes related to baby dumping. And about the second article, it's discussed about the baby dumping is a serious crime in Malaysia. Despite strict law, an incident in Perak involved 2 high school students being arrested after discovering a newborn baby girl. Parents and teachers should raise awareness about adultery and the consequences of such action. In Islamic philosophy's opus baby dumping, showing a lack of appreciation for the inherent worth for every soul. The government should support shelter for mother and children. Last but not least, according to a journal study in Malaysia found that religious belief, perceived consequences of premarital sex and sex education is critical elements in preventing baby dumping. Positive attitudes towards preventing baby abandonment are linked to a stronger religious belief and better understanding of sex. The study emphasized the need for the multidisciplinary strategy, including parent, youth, school, and church, in increased public awareness and reduce baby dumping cases.
Good day everyone, my name is Chi Cheng. Today I will be talking about something heartbreaking yet urgent, baby dumping. Why does it happen and how can we stop it? Let's explore the moral, legal and social aspect of this issue. The moral dilemma in Islam, life is sacred and parents are responsible for their children. But reality isn't always simple. Financial struggles, lack of education and the stigma surrounding single mothers push people into desperate choices. Legalizations and social ethic debate. Punishment versus rehabilitation. Do we punish parents who abandon their infants? Or do we help them so it doesn't happen in the first place? Retributive justice says they must face consequences. Restorative justice focuses on solving the deeper issue. Similarly, safe haven laws, places where baby can be safely surrounded, could prevent abandonment. But would they encourage people to abandon more easily? If so, we need to carefully consider their impact. For intercultural thinking, different cultures approach this issue differently. Islamic law say life must be protected, no excuses. Confucianism say family dignity prevents abandonment. Western liberalism, the state plays a role stepping in to protect abandoned children. Despite differences, the message is the same. Society must take responsibility. A plan for change. Here how we can act. First, reform the law. Balance consequences with support. Second, expand social welfare. Help struggling parents. Third, introduce safe haven laws. Safe surrounded spaces with clear policy. Fourth, strengthen education. Teach reproductive and moral values to prevent unwanted pregnancy. To conclude, baby dumping is a heartbreaking issue, but change is possible. We must act now, combining law, ethics, and community support to protect children and create a future where not one feels abandoning a baby is their only choice. Moving to the next, we will discuss baby dumping and how supremacy of the Constitution can shape legal protections for vulnerable infants. 1. Establishing a legal framework. The Constitution serves as the foundation for enforcing laws that protect society. To tackle baby dumping, laws must clearly define illegal actions and consequences, ensure protections for infants through welfare programs. 2. Deterrence through legal penalties. Strict penalties can be fine, imprisonment, rehabilitation programs. Act as deterrence to baby dumping. However, legal consequences should be fair and proportionate to the situation. Include reintegration efforts to support affected individuals. 3. Supporting vulnerable groups. Prevention starts with ensuring education, healthcare, and social support for struggling parents. Legal systems should improve access to financial assistance for pregnant women, expand reproductive health education to prevent unwanted pregnancy. 4. Infants' protections and welfare. The Constitution guarantees life and safety, reinforcing child's welfare system through safe haven laws, secure places where infants can be surrounded legally, stronger adoption frameworks to provide stable homes. 5. Public awareness and education. Educating society on legal rights, penalties and available support system can encourage responsible decision-making about pregnancy and parenting. 6. Fair and just legal process. Fair trials uphold constitutional right. Justice should be balanced and ensure consideration of circumstances and not just only punishment. Last but not least, community involvement responsibility. Legal frameworks should encourage community to support child's welfare, initiative, provide social assistance to struggling family. Conclusion. A constitutional approach ensures justice, support, and protection by combining law enforcement, education, and community responsibility. We can reduce baby dumping and safeguard vulnerable life. Thank you for your attention. Let's work together for meaningful change.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Azwan. So today I will be talking about the group reflection on the baby dumping. So as a believer, we believe that life is a precious gift from the God, and leaving the baby alone contradicts the fundamental principle of mercy and sharing every life. So Pauline said that it's a very kaitan undang-undang ensuring everyone's safety, especially children. So basically, like the Italian national required us to follow this rule and protect everyone. How about Barati about the empathetic spirit. Feel bad for the baby, the one who thought they had to do this. So they use Islamic belief to show that understanding other people's situation instead of blaming them can help avoid problems. So now we go to the group reflection on the baby dumping. So like in Islam, life is a precious gift from the God. Leaving a baby is contrary to a fundamental principle of mercy. This prompt a question about democratic corporations. Radical. So radical, of course, we need to know that it's kedaulatan undang-undang ensuring everyone's safety, especially children. So basically, the entire nation require us to follow these rules and protect everyone. And the last will be Zinchin. So about the spirits, feel bad for the baby and the one who thought they had to do this. The use Islamic belief to show that I understand others people's situation instead of blaming them can help and avoid problems. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Radhika Tyagarajan. Okay, I'm going to talk about reflections by our group members on the baby dumping issue. Baby dumping or the abandonment of infants is a serious issue with significant consequences for both the children and society. It can lead to physical, emotional, and cognitive development problems, as well as increase the burden on healthcare providers. So my group members have their own perspective on this issue. Firstly, as well, the heart-seeking understanding. Adhering to Islamic teachings, this task illustrates how important it is to be kind to people who are in need. It indicates to people how to live by these principles and protect innocent people. Second, Pauline, the justice advocate. The task shows how important kedaulatan undang-undang is for protecting society, especially weak people, and it raises questions about how well legal assistance and practicals help work. And third, Bharati, breaking the stigma to prevent baby dumping. The emotional effects of baby dumping, especially anxiety, as well as isolations for single moms, shows how essential it is to educate, raise awareness, and strengthen support system in the community. Based on lying, the responsibility seeker society shouldn't make humorous use of women who are pregnant even though they don't want to be. Teenagers need to learn self-control and how to say no in order to stop baby dumping and establish a society that gives people power. Okay, based on myself, my perspectives, when parents feel hopeless because they are poor, parents often feel useless and leave their kids. This worry can make people angry and violent. So a lack of schooling and healthcare may cause parents to feel like they are not good enough. And lastly but not least, based on GSING, analysis of underlying systematic issues. So the case of baby dumping shows how society falls in areas like not teaching enough about intimacy, not having enough social services, and harshly judges single moms. By taking an analysis to baby dumping through the lens of Islamic teachings and state laws, it provides a full picture. Thank you.
Addressing this complex problem requires multi-pronged approach. Comprehensive sexuality education. Teenagers must receive education on birth control, responsible parenting, and reproductive health. Support for young mothers. Programs should offer access to pregnancy prevention methods and establish supportive group for young mothers. Legal reform. Laws and regulations need to be strengthened to explicitly criminalize baby dumping and ensure appropriate punishment for offenders. In conclusion, baby dumping in Malaysia is a complex puzzle woven with ethical, legal, and societal threats, making its eradication an urgent imperative. Islamic teachings, Malaysian legal regulations, and global philosophical ideas all converge on one fundamental principle: the preservation of life and the inherent responsibility of parents toward their children. Moving forward, we hope to see the urgent policy measures which are now critically needed, implemented with determination and compassion.
Our appendix provides supplementary information to support our research on baby dumping. In essence, we have found our references in baby dumping issues that our group successfully located necessary resources to support our work. The privilege of Group 2 members for baby dumping is Simon. Introducing Pauline Siu, Muhammad Azwan bin Salihuddin, Raja Bharati Anak Perempuan Balakrishnan, Radhika Tyagarajan, Yap Lai Peng, and Chan Ji.